If I woke up tomorrow and it was January 1st, 2026, and my bank account literally said $0, like actually zero, I wouldn't freak out. And I know that sounds easy to say sitting behind a camera, right? But hear me out, because what I'm about to explain is not motivation, it's logic. Starting with zero in 2026 is not the same as starting with zero 10 years ago. It's just not. Back then, no money meant no opportunities. Today, zero money just means zero excuses. And if you're watching this right now thinking, okay, that's literally me, then this video is for you. And real quick, if you like content that's honest, practical, and not fake guru nonsense, hit like and subscribe. It helps more than you think. Alright, let's get into it. So here's exactly what I would do. No theory. No, maybe, this is the actual plan. The very first thing I would do, and this is where most people mess it up, is I would slow down. I wouldn't rush to make money fast. I wouldn't start Googling best passive income 2026. I wouldn't buy a course. I wouldn't even try to be ambitious yet. Because when you're at zero, your biggest enemy isn't lack of money. It's panic. Panic makes you chase shiny objects. Panic makes you quit early. Panic makes you believe scams. So the first thing I'd do is stabilize my life mentally. I'd ask myself 3 very boring but very important questions. Do I have internet? Do I have a device? And do I have at least a few hours a day I can control? Because if the answer to those 3 is yes, congratulations, you are not broke. You're just early. Now, I wouldn't try to find my passion, that's a luxury question. When you're at zero, passion doesn't matter. Momentum does. So instead, I'd ask a different question. What is the fastest way I can be useful to someone who already has money? That's it. That's the whole game at the beginning. Not building a brand. Not passive income. Not scaling. Being useful. And here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to hear. At $0, you don't build assets, you rent yourself. Time, skills, attention. That's not forever. That's phase 1. So I'd make a list, and yes, I'd actually write it down, of everything I can already do at a basic level. And before you say, I have no skills, let me stop you right there. Can you write simple sentences? Can you follow instructions? Can you reply to emails? Can you organize files? Can you use Google Docs? Can you watch a video and summarize it? Congrats! You have skills. And in 2026, boring skills pay the fastest. I would not try to learn something complex like coding or advanced AI engineering on day 1. That's how people procrastinate while calling it learning. Instead, I'd pick one simple, slightly boring service and I'd commit to it for 30 days. 1. Not 5. Something like basic content assistant, simple video editing, AI tool cleanup for creators, research tasks, virtual assistant work, customer support, stuff people don't brag about on Twitter, but happily pay for. Then I'd choose one platform. Just one. Because spreading yourself thin at zero is suicide. Whether it's a freelance platform, a job board, or direct outreach, it doesn't matter nearly as much as people think. What matters is consistency. I would show up every single day and do the boring thing. Apply, message, follow up. Not perfectly. Not confidently. Relentlessly. Because the goal is not to land 10 clients. The goal is to land 1. One yes changes everything. One yes gives you proof. One yes gives you confidence. One yes gives you momentum. And here's something most people don't realize, the first client is always the hardest. After that, it gets exponentially easier. Once I land that first paid task, even if it's small, I'm not thinking, how do I get rich? I'm thinking, how do I make this repeatable? That's where the shift happens. Now let's talk about money for a second, because this is important. When that first money comes in, whether it's $50, $200, or $500, I would not celebrate like I won the lottery. I would treat it like fuel. Most people blow their first income because emotionally they're still poor. They buy stuff to feel successful. I wouldn't. I'd reinvest that money into 2 things only: time savings and skill upgrades. Tools that make me faster. Resources that make me better. Not flashy courses. Not gurus. Practical improvements. Because speed equals confidence. And confidence equals more clients. Now, at this point, and this is usually around month 2 or 3, something interesting happens. You stop feeling desperate. You're not rich. You're not free. But you're stable. And stability changes how your brain works. Now you can think long term. This is where I would start building leverage. I'd look at everything I'm doing and ask, what part of this is repetitive? Emails, messages, documents, processes. I'd start turning chaos into systems. Templates, checklists, saved replies. This is boring work, but it's how people escape the hamster wheel. And here's where most people make another mistake. They try to scale too early. They think, I need to hire people, or, I need to automate everything. No, at this stage, I'd focus on becoming annoyingly reliable. Underpromise. Overdeliver. Be the person clients trust. Because trust is leverage. And once you have trust, doors open. Now let's talk about content, because I know a lot of you are thinking about YouTube, TikTok, or social media. Here's what I would not do. I would not start posting content pretending I've made it. That's cringe. Instead, I document honestly. What I learned this week starting from zero, mistakes I made trying to make money in 2026, what actually worked vs what didn't. That kind of content performs because it's real. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with progress. And content at this stage is not about views. It's about positioning. You're building a digital trail of credibility. Now, fast forward a few more months. I've got stable income. I've got systems. I've got proof. Now I'm asking a different question. How do I stop trading time for money? This is where assets come in. Products. Content. Services with leverage. But notice something important. I didn't start here. I earned the right to think about this stage. And this is why most people fail. They skip steps. They want freedom without foundation. That never works. At this point, I'd look at what I already do and ask, how can I package this? Guides, templates, consulting, educational content. Not because it's trendy, but because it's logical. And finally, by the end of 2026, my goal wouldn't be to be rich. My goal would be control. Control over my time. Control over my income. Control over my direction. Because once you have control, growth becomes optional, not forced. And that's real freedom. So if you're watching this right now and you're starting with nothing, no money, no connections, no idea what you're doing, you're not behind. You're at the beginning. And beginnings are powerful, if you don't rush them. If this video helped you even a little bit, subscribe. More honest, no BS content like this is coming. I'll see you in the next one.